Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morse, the review guy reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one I'm going to be covering the new Ingested EP entitled Stinking Cesspool of Liquified Human Remnants. That's a mouthful. So, this English, slamming brutal death metal band. They've not always been for me. I've recently found an affinity for them. I really enjoyed their last album, Where Only Gods May Tread. I thought it was a great resurgence, a cool turning point, where the band really turned their style up. This is a remix and remaster of their 2007 EP of the same name, which was self-released. I've listened to that one quite a few times. I've listened to this one a good amount of times, and I think I can sum up my thoughts of it pretty concisely. Ingested sound brutal as ever. The breakdowns hit like a bunch of bricks. They're disgusting, they are terrifying, they are over the top. They have the slamming brutal death metal production style of Unique Leader Records, where it is so much, it's so heavy, it's so brutal, if you want to use that term. A lesson in extremity, almost 15 minutes long. While the intro drags on a little bit, the non-music part, I do enjoy that little introduction, but for the most part, this record, once it starts, doesn't really slow down. It's just heavy from start to finish. I don't enjoy this record nearly as much as Where Only Gods May Tread, and I think the main thing that makes this record falter as opposed to another EP of fresh material is simply because this is older material. Despite the fact that this is a remixed and remastered record, this is still material from Ingested in 2007. Do they play it better? Is the mix better? Absolutely. But if you go back, while it does still slap, especially for the time period where it was released, it has the issue of feeling very one note, very one-dimensional, not that different from a lot of other slam bands and brutal death metal bands that were in the contemporary. So that unfortunately carries over to this remix, where it does feel outdated in a way in comparison to what Ingested can do now. It's still a solid record that busts your head in. It's kind of funny how the improvements made to the mix can make this feel like a completely different project, so much so that a lot of people just think it is new material. Because without a doubt, the updated production for Ingested makes it seem like Ingested is in 2021, with the same chunky riffs and hard-hitting drum works and the over-the-top vocals. They really turn the dial up. It feels like craziness, chaos. Pre-release Fetal Mush is literally my favorite track on this EP. It is complete absurdity, but it's hard for this record not to just blend together. What Where Only Gods May Tread had going for it is it did feel like Ingested had created a lot of very different tracks. And I'm not saying that these aren't different tracks, just considering it is past material brought to now, I don't think it is as much up to snuff. But for fans of a very chaotic and heavy and hectic take on brutal death metal and slam metal, fans of Ingested in the past, this is an outing that definitely will feel like a new record, because in many ways with the new production, it really does feel like a new record. And I don't fault anyone for thinking it is. I was hoping for a little bit more from it, but I definitely enjoyed more of it than I didn't. It's very much above average. But I do feel like this is the type of record that as the year progresses will most likely be sort of swept aside and forgotten for new material and other remixes that might come out from bands that will be better. I'm going to be giving this EP a 6.5 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new Ingested EP, Stinking Cesspool of Liquified Human Remnants? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. I would love to discuss this record with you. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is, my name is Jay Morse, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.